Hi, so today marks the day that the Grand Tour game launches its first piece of content alongside the new series of the Grand Tour, so Series 3, Episode 1. And what this has been pushed as is, blurring the edges between them. Get to experience the cars and the places that they're driven by the three presenters of the Grand Tour. So, this is quite a big deal if it's done right. And oh, so close, but they really dropped the ball. Now, the main things that featured on this first episode, and I watched it at lunchtime today and then played the episode this evening. Finished it about an hour ago and I've been mulling this over. Now, the episode focused, so the TV episode focused on two main areas. So, three highly tuned muscle cars around Detroit. It's a nice idea, and as far as the tie into the game goes, that synchronised really well. You had the donut event to try and get the decibels up there. You had the test track they built around the rundown factory or ex-factory. You had the bits and pieces around the streets, the drag races. That was well done, and it was a really good tie-in. And I found that bit of the programme quite enjoyable. However, the highlight of the TV programme for me, and I imagine an awful lot of people, was the fact that they had the McLaren Senna. Now, this is an amazing piece of kit, and as I was watching it at lunchtime today, I'm there thinking, right, McLaren Senna, they've got it at Thruxton. Thruxton's a great circuit. It's very rarely featured as an officially licensed track in games at all. So, and then they took it to the Ebolodrome, the test tracks. Got the McLaren Senna, that's not officially been in anything, not that I'm aware of. Thruxton, that's not been in anything official for a hell of a long time. If we can get the Senna at either of these two tracks, either Thruxton or the Ebolodrome, absolutely brilliant. Arcade model in the extreme aside, that'll be brilliant. So fire it up, get through about half of the content for the Detroit Fest, and we get dumped at the Ebolodrome in a McLaren 720S. Now, don't get me wrong, the 720S is a good car, but the 720S featured it in Season 2 of the Grand Tour, not the episode today that it's supposed to tie in. So this entire tie-in thing, they kind of dropped the ball from day one. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand there's going to be licensing issues around this, etc., but they're the ones touting this grand link between the programme and the game, and they've dropped the ball in quite a big way, in my personal opinion, first time out. So that didn't impress and left me feeling a little bit pissed off, I've got to be perfectly honest. And then take a look at the footage if I don't know where it's going to appear exactly, but take a look at the footage of the donut challenge where you had to get the decibels through the roof. And I'm under no illusions, the Grand Tour, it's an arcade game, full stop. But the physics, even for that, this really does demonstrate how woeful they are. You've really got to improve things if you want to make a really good go of this, and it's becoming more and more evident that the price reduction from 25 odd quid down to 12 quid before launch, a good while before launch, I've got a feeling they knew they weren't going to hit the target on this one, and the miss was going to be a fairly big one, and they didn't want to face the backlash of what is quite an expensive title at 25 quid for what it is. Even at 12 quid, it's had a chance and it's dropped the ball first time out. So we'll see what next week brings and where we are with that. But first episode in, and not good guys at all. So there we go. If you found this interesting, please do hit the like button. If you've got your own comments, please do drop them down below. And if you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks very much. Bye.